Joshua is with us from British Columbia. Hi, Joshua. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How can I help?
Yeah, so I'll try and keep it straight to the point. I've been living in my car on and off for about 2 months. I was homeless for about 2 weeks as my car had broken down. And I'm just wondering, money has become one of my biggest stresses, and I'm just curious, what advice do you have so I'm never put in this situation again? Like, my family isn't financially stable to support me. We've always struggled with money. I'm currently working 2 restaurant jobs. One of them just cut my shifts, and the other one, I don't make a ton of tips as a server. Mm-hmm. But I'm just wondering, I'm 23 years old. At this point in life, I don't really want to ever be in this situation because my physical health, spiritual health, mental health, it's all been going down since I lost my home. So I'm just wondering for some advice as far as what to do and how to prevent this from happening again.
Yeah. So you're single?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you leave your parents' home?
Well, so I've been living, what happened is I've been on my own for about 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. But I moved to BC, and once I got to BC, I was in a car accident. Mm-hmm. So my money that I had for a place went towards my vehicle, to fix my vehicle. Mm-hmm. And then it was right in the middle of summer, and I wasn't able to secure work until shortly, about maybe a month later. So I was living in a homeless shelter. Mm-hmm. And now recently, the homeless shelter, I've extended my stay, like it's been a month. Mm-hmm. But
where is home?
Yeah, I parked by the ocean in my vehicle.
No. Where do your parents live?
My mom lives about 3 hours away, but she has a boyfriend going through cancer, so me being there isn't really, it's very tough, I guess.
Tough? Living in your car is tough.
On her boyfriend, health issues, right?
Yeah, living in your car is tough. They don't have another bedroom? Yeah. I mean, you don't take up much space as long as you actually
They live in an RV, like a small RV.
Oh, so they're basically homeless too. Okay.
Not quite. Theirs was by choice, but...
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I guess basically...
Where does she live?
She lives in Parksville. I live in Victoria, so it's about a 2.5, 3 hour drive away from each other.
Okay. Well, I mean,
really sure
there's two aspects of this. There's the short-term aspect and the long-term aspect. The short-term aspect is getting you out of your car, getting you into some income, and getting you into some basic shelter, and getting your feet under you. That's aspect one. And then aspect two is what you're asking about, which is once you get that going, then what do we do from there to ensure that you're never back again? Okay, so I want to revisit part of the conversation because I'm trying to get into your brain and see how you made the decisions to do this. So you used the money that was going to be used for you to have a place to stay in an apartment to fix your car. So instead of being carless, you chose homeless.
Well, so what had occurred was I was in Parksville, and Parksville is a very small town. So I wasn't able to find work because it was in the summer, so everybody was already very overstaffed. So for me to find work, I had to have a vehicle to drive down to Victoria to be able to secure some work. So I've been working in 2 restaurants at the moment. Mm-hmm. So in the event that I would have used the money to get a place, I wouldn't have had transportation to get to and from work, I guess, right?
Yeah, they don't. There's no buses that drive from a cheap bus ticket wouldn't have gotten you to the place you're living now. And so
I guess my emotional well-being wasn't really like where it was supposed to be. Like after the car accident, I wasn't really emotionally stable after.
Yeah. So part of how you got here, I guess, is my point, is not necessarily jobs or even financial. It's just bad decision making. And I'm not trying to shame you with that. I'm just trying to say I want to analyze how you got here so we never get here again. That's what I'm trying to do with you, okay? And so what we've got to do is say, okay, when in doubt, we have a place to live. So the second thing that keeps coming up is there's no jobs. And I don't know anything about British Columbia in terms of
there's jobs now. I have 2 jobs right now.
Yeah, but they suck.
Just as a server, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not making any money. And so I know that if you were in Nashville, what I would tell you to do is take your last $50 and go buy a leaf blower. Rich people are afraid of leaves. You know, I mean, you can go create work, right? I mean, I had a young man knock on our door with a pressure washer, and he's pressure washing driveways and paying for his tuition to go to college. And so there's work to be done that pays a whole lot more than 10 hours a week as a server with bad tips in your situation. And so I've got to do something to create income here, and it's probably some kind of self-employed, unpleasant thing that you do for a little while, but that pays really good. I mean, for a short term, I'll have you clean out septic tanks with a toothbrush if it pays good to get you some money, okay? Because right now, in the short term, you need money. Right? That's what we're doing. And I've done all those kinds of things. I've never done septic tank with a toothbrush, but I've done everything else, okay? I've, cut grass and hauled trash away and shoveled stuff, and I've done all that kind of stuff. And honestly, you can get people doing that kind of stuff for them to pay you better than you can make $6 an hour somewhere, And so what happens is you're spending a lot of your effort trying to analyze the local job economy and get jobs that suck. And I'm trying to think of how we can get you working a lot. Like your car running?
Yeah, my car's running.
Can you deliver pizzas there?
I think I'd probably make more money serving. Like I have one job.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know British Columbia, but everywhere else you deliver pizzas, if you'll do that like 5, 6, 7 nights a week, you can make $2,000 a month, and we can get you in an apartment.
Yeah. So what had happened is I'm looking at about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 of income by the end of this month. I'm not too sure how much my rent should cost.
Okay, then you need to go investigate that and get the cheapest possible place you can with 6 roommates splitting it 6 ways, and create your own little hostel there. And let's get off the street, and then let's take another step up, and then let's take another step up, and then let's take another step up. But this is all about how fast and how much income you can create by just going crazy. I want you working like all the time. You ain't got anything else to do. And make some money. And that's where I start you. Then I think you can begin to turn it around. You call me back if I can help you more, but that's what I'm hearing listening to you. I think you got potential, dude. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.